Hello, beloved soul. I'm grateful that you're here right now, because the message that has been guided to reach you today is not random, not accidental, and not something that simply drifted into your path by coincidence. There are moments when the spiritual realm leans closer, when the veil thins just enough for your heart to feel what your mind doesn't yet understand, and this is one of those moments. Before we go deeper, I want you to take just a breath and let your spirit settle into this space. You were led here, truly led here, because heaven has something to reveal to you about a person whose existence is far more meaningful to your journey than you may realize. As you listen, I invite you to type in the comments, "I believe" or "I receive," to open your spirit in faith. This simple act is a declaration that you are ready for divine confirmation, ready for clarity, and ready for alignment. Commenting your faith also helps this message reach more people who need it, so you're not only blessing yourself, you're blessing others too. And if you're new here, welcome to Sacred Echoes. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the messages that are meant to guide, uplift, and prepare you. If you've been feeling spiritually heavy, or unsure, or even quietly hopeful about someone in your life, stay with me until the end of this message. What the angels are revealing today is incredibly specific, and as you listen, you will recognize the signs, the feelings, and the confirmations that match your situation. The angels want you to know that someone in your life, or someone entering your life soon, is not just ordinary. They are chosen. They have been prepared, shaped, and molded in ways that align deeply with your spirit, your purpose, and your path. And what's remarkable is that the description of this person, their character, their heart, their nature, and even certain pieces of their journey, matches almost exactly the one you have been sensing, praying about, or encountering in your thoughts. The word reminds us in Proverbs 19 verse 21 that many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. This means that even if your past relationships, situationships, or connections did not work out, it was because the purpose of God, not the desire of man, had the final say. And the person you are being guided toward now is someone who aligns with that divine purpose. The angels are highlighting that this connection feels familiar for a reason. Not because you've known them long, and not necessarily because you're close to them yet, but because your spirit recognizes them. The truth is, the spiritual realm always reveals what the physical realm hasn't caught up to yet. Sometimes, before you see the person clearly with your eyes, you feel them with your soul. And that feeling is what you've been experiencing. The angels say this person carries specific traits that match the one heaven has aligned for your journey. Their heart is kind, even if life has made them guarded. Their intentions toward you, whether already revealed or soon to be revealed, are sincere and rooted in authenticity. They may not speak much, but when they do, there is an unusual honesty that you don't feel from others. You may have noticed that your spirit doesn't tense around them. Instead, it becomes calm, observant, and open. This is because this person does not disturb your peace, they reflect it. Isaiah 32 verse 17 says, "The fruit of righteousness will be peace, the effect of righteousness will be quietness and confidence forever." When something comes from God, it will never agitate your spirit. It brings clarity, not confusion. It brings calmness, not chaos. It brings direction, not disorder. And this is why your spirit reacts differently when you think of them. You have been praying for a sign about whether this feeling is real. You've been asking God silently, "Is this the person? Am I imagining it? Am I misreading this connection? Or is this truly divine?" The angels want you to know that heaven has heard every one of those questions, even the ones you never spoke aloud. That inner pull, that growing curiosity, that subtle but constant awareness of this person, it is not random, and it is not one-sided spiritually. Something in their spirit recognizes you too, even if they haven't fully understood it. This is why their emotions may appear confusing at times. They may pull back, then come closer. They may seem calm, then unsure, then drawn again. The angels say it is because they feel something deeper than they expected. When a connection is divine, the soul knows before the mind can reason, and that can create an emotional tug-of-war, especially for someone who is cautious or has been hurt before. Psalm 37 verse 23 reminds us that the steps of a good person are ordered by the Lord. Whether this person is already in your life or is about to step in, heaven has been ordering their steps in yours, moving circumstances around, closing doors that would distract or derail you, and preparing both of you for a meeting that is purposeful, not accidental. The angels are saying there is a reason their description matches the one you felt drawn to. You may have had dreams about a certain type of person. You may have had visions, intuitive nudges, or inner impressions that didn't fully make sense. And now, someone whose traits, personality, or essence mirrors those impressions is appearing or becoming more noticeable in your life. This alignment is happening because God is not a God of confusion. He is a God of clarity, revelation, and order. He reveals what he prepares. Jeremiah 1 verse 12 says, "You have seen well, for I am watching over my word to perform it." The desires in your heart that align with God's plan are not ignored. They are nurtured. And this connection has been nurtured in the spirit long before it becomes clear in the natural. The angels reveal that this person may not have been your type in the past. Or maybe they were exactly your type, but you dismissed it, thinking it was too ideal, too specific, too unlikely. Yet here they are, someone whose qualities line up in a way that almost feels uncanny. Someone whose spirit feels familiar, though the connection is still unfolding. You have been chosen for them, just as they have been chosen for you. Not as possession, and not as dependency, but as alignment. Two souls aligning with God's timing, not rushing ahead, not lagging behind, but preparing to meet, reconnect, or move toward a path that serves both your purposes. Matthew 6 verse 33 reminds us, "Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." You have been seeking God. You have been seeking clarity, healing, patience, and understanding. And because your heart has sought him first, he is adding the things that align with your growth, including the person who mirrors your spiritual maturity, your emotional depth, and the purpose he has placed within you. There is also a gentle reminder from the angels that this connection is not based on surface attraction alone. This person sees beyond your appearance. They feel the weight of your spirit, the depth of your compassion, and the sincerity of your intentions. Even if they haven't spoken it, they value things about you that others overlook. They admire the way you move through life, the way you treat people, the way you recover from hardships, and the way you don't give up even when you're tired. Before I continue, thank you for staying open and present. The angels are leading this message gently but purposefully, and the next part goes deeper into why this person's spirit resonates so intensely with yours. So settle your mind, soften your breath, and allow your heart to stay receptive as the message unfolds. And as you listen, feel free to type "I receive" to declare that your heart is open to divine alignment and clarity. The angels are revealing now that this person's presence in your life or awareness is not just significant, it's intentional. They are not a distraction, not a temporary storyline, and not someone who appeared because of coincidence or timing. Their existence in your path is part of a divine weaving, an orchestration that began long before you ever met them or sensed them. Many people come into your life for lessons, for temporary healing, for companionship during a specific season, or even as tests to strengthen your discernment. But the energy surrounding this person is different. Their connection touches the deeper layers of your spirit, the layers that cannot be influenced by appearances or surface emotions. The angels want you to know that one of the reasons this person was chosen for you is because their spirit resonates with your growth. They have been shaped by experiences that mirror some of your own, even if their circumstances were different. You may not know their full history, but the spiritual signatures match. They carry resilience where you carry depth. They carry sincerity where you carry devotion. They carry humility where you carry compassion. These are not accidental similarities, they are signs that two souls have been refined for each other, not to complete one another, but to walk in partnership with God's purpose. Just as iron sharpens iron, as Proverbs 27 verse 17 reminds us, they were shaped to complement you, not contradict you. The angels say this person will not pull you backward. They will not move you away from who you are becoming. Instead, their presence will push you gently upward, inward, and forward, toward the version of you that has been emerging through your healing, your prayers, and your obedience. You may not have seen their spiritual side clearly yet, but the angels say their heart is softer than they show. Their emotions run deeper than they speak. Their thoughts about you are more sincere, more complex, and more layered than you might imagine. They are the kind of person who feels deeply but reveals slowly, not because they are hiding anything harmful, but because their heart has learned caution. They have been through times when their vulnerability was mishandled or misunderstood, so now they move carefully, intentionally, and with awareness. This is why their feelings may confuse you at times. One moment they seem open, warm, or attentive. The next moment they seem hesitant or withdrawn. But the angels want you to understand something important. Their inconsistency is not rejection. It is not disinterest. It is not avoidance. It is fear meeting destiny, caution meeting connection, and vulnerability meeting something that feels too real too quickly. They are not confused about you. They are confused about the intensity of what they feel. The angels are showing a strong image of someone who tries to act normal around you, but their spirit is anything but calm. When they think of you, their heart becomes aware in a way that feels unfamiliar. They are used to controlling their emotions, to keeping their reactions private, to maintaining a steady exterior. But something about you disarms their defenses, not by force, but by presence. Your energy soothes them. Your spirit aligns with theirs. And your authenticity touches places within them they've kept protected for years. Song of Solomon 3 verse 4 echoes this beautifully, "I have found the one whom my soul loves." This does not mean immediate recognition or dramatic emotion, it means the soul responds before the mind understands. And that is what is happening here. Their spirit recognizes you, even if their logic is slow to interpret it. The angels say they have prayed, maybe quietly, maybe privately, maybe in moments of loneliness, uncertainty, or reflection, for someone who carries exactly what you carry. They prayed for someone with your kindness, your depth, your loyalty, your strength, your softness, your wisdom, your growth, your faith, your energy. They may not have prayed for you by name, but they prayed for your traits, your spirit, and your heart. And heaven heard that prayer. Heaven aligned it. Heaven prepared the path for it. And that is why this connection feels so spiritually familiar. Sometimes the blessings God prepares arrive looking exactly like the desires you whispered when you thought no one was listening. The angels say the reason their description matches so closely is because God is not trying to confuse you. He is confirming something. But He is also preparing something. Confirmation without preparation can create impatience, and the angels are reminding you that both you and this person are being readied emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Not for a fleeting connection, but for something stable, meaningful, and rooted. You may notice that the timing of this connection overlaps with a season of your personal growth. You have been healing old wounds, releasing past disappointments, learning to trust again, and rebuilding your identity in God. And this person has been going through their own transformation, quietly, inwardly, privately. They may not have told you, but they have been shedding old patterns, distancing themselves from unhealthy environments, re-evaluating their relationships, and questioning their own direction. Their spirit is longing for something real, grounded, and holy. And that longing is pulling them toward you even more. Psalm 37 verse 4 tells us, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." This scripture does not mean God grants every wish, it means He aligns your desires with His purpose. What you want and what He wants begin to match. And this connection is part of that alignment. The angels say one of the greatest signs that this person is chosen for you is the peace you feel, even when you're unsure. Your spirit is not anxious about them. Your spirit is simply curious, open, aware. And that awareness is a divine signal. Anxiety is fear-based. Curiosity is spirit-based. The angels say that you have sensed, maybe quietly, maybe boldly, that this person carries qualities God has been preparing you for. You have matured past superficial connections. You're not drawn to chaos, inconsistency, manipulation, or temporary affection anymore. Your heart has become wiser, steadier, calmer, clearer. And because of this, God is aligning you with someone who reflects that growth. This is not a connection where you will be giving everything while receiving nothing. This is not a connection where you will have to beg for effort, attention, or clarity. This person may move slowly at first, but once their heart recognizes the security and safety your spirit offers, they will commit with a level of devotion that will surprise you. Hebrews 10 verse 36 says, "You need endurance so that after you have done the will of God, you may receive the promise." This is your season of endurance, not suffering, endurance as preparation. The angels say the promise is not delayed, it's being structured. You and this person are being positioned so that your connection doesn't just spark, it sustains. And as you sit with these thoughts, let something inside you relax. It doesn't matter where you've been emotionally, or how heavy your heart has felt. Right here, right now, you're being guided back into a gentle alignment with yourself. The tension that has been living in your chest, the uncertainty that has been sitting quietly at the back of your mind, the quiet worries you haven't said out loud, you don't have to fight any of them. Not in this moment. Just let yourself be exactly where you are, held in a space that is safe, supported, and filled with a peace you may not have felt in a long time. Because something within you has been reaching for this softness. Something has been asking for reassurance, for a reminder that you are not drifting alone, that there is something watching over you, caring for you, guiding you step by step. And even if you haven't known how to articulate that longing, God has heard it. Even the sighs you've released when no one else was around, even the moments where the only prayer you had the strength to offer was a quiet whisper or a thought you didn't say out loud, God received every bit of it. You haven't been ignored. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't slipped through the cracks. Your journey, with all its ups and downs, has been seen. Every tear, every breakthrough, every moment you pushed forward even when you could have given up, all of it has been noticed. All of it has meaning. And sometimes, the greatest shifts in your life happen in silence. They happen on ordinary days, in quiet hours, during moments where nothing seems to be changing. But behind the scenes, something is being prepared for you. Something is aligning. Something is opening. And even if you can't see the full picture yet, you can feel it. You can sense the soft pull of something new approaching. You may not know what it is, but your spirit recognizes it before your mind does. So take a breath. You have time. You don't need to rush the process. You don't need to overthink every next step. You don't need to force clarity. Clarity will meet you exactly when it's meant to. For now, your only job is to remain open. Open to healing. Open to new possibilities. Open to unexpected blessings. Open to the idea that the best moments of your life haven't already passed, they are still ahead of you. And yes, there are things you've walked through that changed you. There are experiences you've had that left marks on your heart. There are memories that feel heavier than others. But none of them disqualified you from joy. None of them removed you from God's plan. None of them made you unlovable or undeserving. If anything, they made you stronger. They deepened your compassion. They expanded your capacity to understand others. They shaped you into someone wiser, someone more grounded, someone capable of recognizing what truly matters. You didn't go through those moments for nothing. They taught you. They softened you. They reminded you of your strength, even when you felt fragile. And now, as you step into this next chapter of your life, all the strength you built, all the lessons you learned, all the resilience you gained, you're going to use it. It's going to become the foundation for your blessings. There is something sacred about the moments right before a breakthrough. Life gets quieter. You feel more reflective. You start noticing the small shifts that you once overlooked. You begin to feel more connected to your inner self. That's where you are right now. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not lost. You're simply in the middle of a transition, a holy one. And transitions often feel strange, because you're no longer who you were, but you're not yet who you are becoming. It feels like standing in a doorway between two worlds. One foot in the old, one foot in the new. And even though the in-between can feel confusing at times, it's also where some of the most powerful spiritual growth happens. This is where God whispers to you. This is where clarity begins to form. This is where you discover parts of yourself that you didn't know were waiting to rise. You are not stuck, you are being reshaped. And reshaping takes time. It takes patience. It takes moments like this, where you allow yourself to breathe and receive. Where you allow yourself to feel supported rather than pressured. Where you allow yourself to trust that you don't have to do everything alone. Because the truth is, you've carried so much by yourself for so long. You've been strong in ways that few people know. You've been resilient in situations that would have overwhelmed others. And even on days where you didn't feel strong, you kept going. You kept showing up. You kept trying. That is strength. That is faith in motion. That is proof of the light inside you, a light that never went out, even during your darkest seasons. But now, you're moving into a season where you won't have to rely on survival mode anymore. You're stepping into a time where your nervous system can finally exhale, where your heart can open again, where blessings can flow without resistance. You're entering a chapter that won't require exhaustion to maintain. You're entering a chapter that brings peace, stability, and alignment. There are going to be moments soon that make you say, "This is what I've been waiting for." Moments where things suddenly make sense. Moments where pieces finally fall into place. Moments where the delays you once questioned reveal their purpose. Moments where you feel the presence of God so strongly that all your past fears melt away. And when those moments come, you're going to realize something powerful. You were never forgotten, never abandoned, never overlooked. You were being prepared. Preparation can feel like stillness. It can feel like stagnation. It can feel like waiting longer than your heart expected. But preparation is a sign of love. Because what is meant for you isn't meant to be rushed, and it isn't meant to arrive before you're ready to fully receive it. You're ready now. Maybe not fully, maybe not perfectly, but enough. Enough for the next blessing. Enough for the next opportunity. Enough for the next chapter. And God will meet you where you are. Not where you think you should be. Not where your old fears tell you you're supposed to be. Right where you are. Let that truth soften something in you. Let it release the pressure you've been carrying silently. Let it remind you that you don't need to have every answer to move forward. You don't need to have every detail figured out to step into alignment. You don't need to be perfect to be chosen. All you need to do is remain open, open to guidance, open to peace, open to love, open to the possibility that things can get better quicker than you think. You are not at the end of your story. Not even close. In fact, you're approaching a chapter that will feel so different from what you've known that it may take you a moment to adjust to how peaceful life can truly be. You're entering a time where you'll look back at your past worries and realize how much unnecessary weight you were carrying. You're entering a time where you'll begin to understand why certain doors didn't open, because what's coming is better than what you thought you wanted. You're entering a time where breakthroughs will feel natural, where blessings will feel aligned, where peace will feel familiar. You are walking into a gentle season. A season of restoration. A season of clarity. A season of answered prayers. A season where you'll finally feel the warmth you've been craving. And as you sit with these gentle reminders, notice how your heart begins to soften, just a little. Notice how the tightness in your chest starts to ease, how your breathing becomes a bit deeper, a bit steadier, a bit more like someone who is returning to themselves. Because that's exactly what's happening right now, you're coming back to yourself. You're reconnecting to the parts of you that you've had to set aside in order to get through the challenges you've faced. You're allowing your spirit to rise again after being weighed down by so much that you didn't always have the words for. There is something deeply healing about allowing yourself to simply exist in a moment without needing to perform, without needing to solve anything, without needing to be strong for anyone else. This, right here, is a moment where you can rest, where you can breathe, where you can be held by the quiet reassurance that you are safe, that you are guided, that you don't have to navigate your path alone. You've spent so much time trying to understand life through logic, through timelines, through expectations. But not everything is meant to be understood that way. Some things are felt long before they are seen. Some blessings arrive as a whisper before they become visible. Some breakthroughs come after a long season of silence. And some moments of clarity rise gently in your spirit before you can explain them out loud. You've been sensing something shifting inside you, haven't you? Even if you couldn't fully describe it, something has been nudging you, something has been encouraging you to prepare, to release, to trust a little more deeply than before. It's subtle, almost like a soft push from within, a reminder that you're not supposed to stay where you've been emotionally. You're not meant to stay stuck. You're not meant to stay in cycles of doubt or fear. You're not meant to keep reliving old versions of yourself. There is a renewal happening inside you. Something is awakening. Something is aligning. Something is opening up in ways you might not fully understand yet, but your soul does. Your soul recognizes that this moment, right now, is part of something much bigger than you imagined. It's the beginning of a return to peace, a return to clarity, a return to your true self. And even if life has been noisy lately, even if your mind has been overcrowded with questions, worries, or uncertainties, beneath all of that, there is a deep stillness. A place inside you that has never been shaken, no matter what you've gone through. A place that has remained steady, patient, and grounded in something greater than fear. That part of you is rising now. That part of you is guiding you forward. That part of you is reconnecting with the truth, that you are supported, that you are watched over, and that nothing you face is stronger than the light within you. So take a breath, a slow one, and allow yourself to imagine what it feels like to be completely at peace. To walk through life without the constant tightness in your chest. To wake up without feeling the pressure to hold everything together alone. To step into your day knowing that things are working out in your favor, even if you can't see every detail yet. Imagine what it feels like to trust again, not blindly, not out of desperation, but from a place of inner knowing. Because deep down, you do know. You know that something better is being shaped for you. You know that your life is expanding, even if the expansion is happening quietly. You know that the heaviness you've been experiencing isn't the end, it's the clearing before the new. And sometimes, the clearing feels uncomfortable. Sometimes it feels like losing parts of your old identity, shedding old patterns, letting go of old attachments. But you're not losing anything that's meant for your future. You're only releasing what you've outgrown. And you've grown so much more than you realize. You're not the same person you were a year ago. You're not even the same person you were 6 months ago. Your spirit has deepened. Your intuition has sharpened. Your awareness has expanded. Life has stretched you, yes, but it also strengthened you. You've developed emotional muscles you didn't know you had. You've walked through moments that could have broken you, but they didn't. You've survived nights that felt endless, but you're here. You didn't give up. You didn't disappear into the struggle. You kept going. And that matters. More than you might ever give yourself credit for. There are people who will never know the battles you fought quietly. There are days you showed up for others even when you were exhausted. There were moments you held yourself together even though your heart felt heavy. That resilience didn't come from nowhere, it came from the light inside you, the presence that has been guiding you every step of the way, the strength that rises in you even when you feel weak. And now, that same strength is preparing you for a new chapter, one that doesn't require constant effort or constant survival. A chapter that feels lighter. A chapter that flows more naturally. A chapter where blessings meet you without you having to fight for them. A chapter where peace becomes familiar instead of rare. A chapter where love, stability, and joy feel like home rather than distant dreams. You're stepping into the kind of life your past self prayed for, the one where things fall into place without chaos, the one where you wake up feeling safe instead of overwhelmed, the one where good things stay instead of disappearing. This is the season where your faith and your patience begin to show their purpose. Even now, life is rearranging itself to support your growth. You may not see every detail unfolding, but trust that they are. Trust that the conversations happening behind the scenes, the opportunities forming quietly, the people being guided toward you, all of it is lining up. All of it is preparing to enter your life when the timing is right. And timing matters. You've learned that the hard way. When something arrives too early, you can't receive it. When something arrives too late, it loses its purpose. But what is meant for you will arrive exactly when it's supposed to, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. And the timing for your next blessing is drawing closer. You can feel it. You can sense it. It's almost like the air around you has shifted, like your intuition is alert, like your spirit is gently whispering, something good is on the way. Hold on to that feeling. Honor it. Don't push it away because of past disappointments. Don't silence it because you're afraid to hope again. Hope is not your enemy. Hope is a sign of connection. Hope is a sign of spiritual alignment. Hope is how your soul recognizes incoming change before the mind can process it. You're allowed to expect good things. You're allowed to believe that your life is turning a corner. You're allowed to release the old fear that good moments don't last. That fear came from a version of you that lived through difficult times, but that is not who you are anymore. You're entering a season where goodness is not temporary, it becomes part of your foundation. Imagine waking up one day soon and realizing that the heaviness you carried is gone. That the uncertainty has been replaced with clarity. That the loneliness you felt has been replaced with connection. That the worry has been replaced with stability. That the confusion has been replaced with direction. Imagine feeling anchored, steady, grounded, supported. And as you take in these words, there is something in your spirit beginning to settle, as though a quiet truth has finally been spoken aloud, a truth you already felt but could not quite put into words. It's the recognition that your life is nowhere near as stagnant as it seems. Even in the moments when nothing appears to be happening externally, your spirit has been shifting, adjusting, healing, learning, and preparing for something new. And this is why you've been feeling that strange mix of restlessness and anticipation. It's why certain old situations no longer feel comfortable. It's why certain familiar environments now feel a little too small for who you're becoming. Your soul is outgrowing things before your mind fully understands it. You've been sensing that change is not only coming, it's already happening. But instead of arriving loudly, it's arriving gently, almost like a sunrise you don't notice until suddenly everything around you is illuminated. That illumination is beginning inside you. It's the reason you've been craving more peace. It's the reason you've been wanting deeper connections. It's the reason you've been more sensitive to your own emotions, more aware of your inner world, more reflective about what you truly want and deserve. You're not being dramatic. You're not imagining things. You're not overthinking. You are spiritually aligning with what is meant for your future. And one of the strongest signs of this alignment is the pull you feel towards someone whose presence, energy, or memory keeps circling back into your mind. It's not obsession. It's not confusion. It's spiritual resonance. There is someone whose spirit has been connected to yours in ways you can't logically explain. Someone who was meant to cross your path because something about them mirrors the deeper parts of you. The parts you don't show easily, the parts you protect, the parts you rarely reveal. And this connection, whether you speak to them daily or barely at all, has been awakening something inside you. Something gentle. Something hopeful. Something real. This person's energy feels familiar because, in a way, it is. Some connections are not built simply on conversation or physical presence, they are built on recognition. That feeling you can't quite describe? That internal tug, that quiet pull, that sense that this person is significant somehow? That is recognition. That is the soul identifying something your mind has not fully processed yet. And what you don't know is that this person is also deeply affected by their connection to you. Even if they hide it. Even if they pretend not to care. Even if they distance themselves out of fear or confusion. Their spirit knows yours. Their heart feels yours. That is why they cannot fully disconnect. That is why they keep thinking about you in moments when they expected to forget. That is why they feel drawn to you in ways that surprise even them. This person is not confused about you because you did something wrong or because they don't value you. They are confused because the depth of their feelings is something they did not expect. You awakened something they were not prepared to confront, something tender, something vulnerable, something honest. And sometimes, when someone has spent a long time guarding their heart, finally feeling something real can be overwhelming. But no matter how much they try to rationalize their emotions, something within them keeps circling back to you. They feel pulled toward your energy, your spirit, your kindness, your sincerity, your strength, your softness, qualities they don't easily find in others. Qualities they may not even have the words to express. Something about you feels safe to them, yet powerful. Calming, yet awakening. Familiar, yet deeply transformative. And that combination scares them more than they would ever admit. But their confusion is not a sign to give up, it's a sign of the magnitude of this connection. Not everyone triggers spiritual awareness in another person. Not everyone opens doors in someone's heart that have been locked for years. Not everyone activates emotional depth in someone who has spent a long time shutting their feelings down. You didn't enter this person's life randomly. Nothing about this connection is accidental. And deep down, you know that too. There's something about their presence or memory that stays with you long after the moment has passed. Their words echo in your thoughts in ways you don't experience with others. Their absence feels louder than you expect. Their energy feels woven into your intuition. And even when you try to move on, something gently pulls you back to the possibility that this connection is not finished, not yet. Because their role in your life is bigger than you think. But here's what the angels want you to understand. You are not meant to chase this connection, nor are you meant to force anything. What is meant to align will align naturally. This person is not being drawn to you out of fantasy or projection. They are drawn because something in you resonates with something they have been missing. You reflect a version of love they quietly desire but have never fully experienced. You represent emotional truth, emotional safety, emotional depth. And it scares them because it is real. But your role is not to fix them or wait in stagnation. Your role is to continue growing, healing, and preparing yourself for the kind of love that is reciprocal, steady, emotionally available, and spiritually aligned. Because whether this person becomes the one who stands beside you or whether someone else enters your life with even more clarity and intention, the angels want you to know that you are heading toward a love that honors your heart, not one that confuses it. And as you step deeper into this journey of emotional clarity, something else is becoming clear too. The way you view yourself is changing. You've spent so many years undervaluing your own heart, underestimating your own worth, shrinking yourself to keep the peace, giving too much while receiving too little, carrying more than you should because you thought that was the only way to be loved. But now, you're realizing that your heart deserves reciprocity. Your spirit deserves gentleness. Your love deserves someone who recognizes its worth without hesitation. This is why the angels are guiding you so strongly right now, because you're entering a season where you will attract what matches your healed self, not your wounded self. A season where you will no longer settle for almost love, for half effort, for inconsistent energy. A season where you will feel chosen, valued, pursued, appreciated, cherished. Whether this person who is confused eventually steps up or whether someone new appears with intentional clarity, the angels want you to remain open, not fearful. Your heart is being prepared for something mutual, balanced, and spiritually aligned. And part of this preparation is releasing old assumptions, the belief that love must be painful, the belief that emotional distance means rejection, the belief that you must prove your worth to be chosen. You don't have to prove anything. You are already worthy. You are already enough. And the right person will see that immediately. Now, think about how far you've come. Think about the person you used to be, someone who tried to hold on to people who couldn't meet you emotionally. Someone who loved deeply but didn't always receive depth in return. That version of you endured so much emotional weight, yet you never lost your ability to love. And as you take a deep breath and allow this message to settle gently into your spirit, remember this: nothing in your life is happening by accident. No connection, no emotion, no moment of intuition, no spiritual nudge. Everything that has come into your awareness is guiding you toward clarity, healing, and the future God has already prepared for you. What is meant for you is not fragile. What is meant for you will not disappear. What is meant for you will align in the perfect timing, in the perfect way, with the perfect person who sees you the way heaven sees you. You are stepping into a season of divine recognition. A season where love will not confuse you, but confirm you. A season where the right person will recognize your worth without hesitation, without fear, without running. A season where you will feel emotionally safe, spiritually aligned, and deeply chosen. And the angels want you to hold on to this truth as tightly as you hold on to hope. You are not waiting for love. Love is already moving toward you. Love is already forming around you. Love is already aligning with your destiny, piece by piece, moment by moment, breath by breath. So if this message touched you in any way, I invite you to share it with someone you care about, a friend, a family member, someone who needs this reminder just as much as you did. You never know whose heart you might uplift or whose spirit you might strengthen simply by sending them this message. And before you go, take a moment to tap the like button so more souls can find this message when they need it most. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Sacred Echoes and click the notification bell so you never miss another divine message meant to guide, comfort, and support you. There is so much more that heaven wants to whisper to your heart, and I don't want you to miss a single word of it. Come back for more videos like this whenever your spirit needs clarity, reassurance, or peace. Until the next message, may you walk in grace, may you stay open to love, and may your heart remain ready for the blessings that are already on their way to you.